Majoka. This is my update on my Capstone project. I'm building a fantasy football league website using WordPress. So I play in a fantasy football league and it's a keeper league, which means that we can keep certain players on our team from season to season. But there's rules as to who you can keep, how many times you can keep them, and so forth. So there's a lot of data that we have stored from the history of the league. And right now, all of that data that kind of determines who can be kept or the draft position, it's just the commissioner is sort of the gatekeeper to that. He has different spreadsheets that he maintains, that he updates, that he disseminates, and really there's just an undue burden on him to kind of manage the whole background of this league. So what I wanted to do is create a tool that would really alleviate the burden for him and also give some transparency to the league members so that they have access to all this data. And the way that I wanted to do this was WordPress. One of the reasons that I chose WordPress is because I'm going to have other people editing it, and I've used this CMS before and I know it's a really user-friendly interface. And the edits aren't going to be super frequent because it's a fantasy football league, so it's kind of seasonal with the football season. So I wanted something to be easy to pick up for people when they haven't used it in a while. That's why I went with WordPress. So far what I've been doing is a lot of my time has been compiling all of the data in the various formats that we have it, the spreadsheets, the Word docs, the Google Sheets, all of that, and distilling it down into a format that was user-friendly that I could put on the website. So I focused on a few main sections. First and foremost is the keepers, so that we have now a place where you can come and look up a player to see if he's eligible to be kept, which before people were just emailing the commissioner. So that is one major thing. I've also kind of created an archive of players that have been kept in the past just to give you a sense of the trends. Another main area I've focused on is our draft board. I can just kind of give you a quick view into it. This is every season we draft new players. This is the order. Right now it's kind of bare because the 2017 draft doesn't happen for a while, and the order is determined by the finishing of the 2016 season. So there's not a lot of data here yet, but this is kind of a shell that the commissioner will be able to work with, and he'll be able to update it easily, and the league will be able to get it in real time. He won't have to send around spreadsheets. So that's been the major focus. I've also compiled all of the league history. I've compiled the records, the league rules, which were just a really unwieldy Word doc. I broke down into sections and gave them a hierarchy so that it's easy to find the rule that you needed. My major initiatives going forward, right now I've got a custom child theme installed, but I need to do a lot of work on the front end to make it look like a usable, friendly website. I know who my users are. That's the benefit of this site, is I know that my fantasy football league are my users. So I really want to make something that appeals to them. So user testing, I've done it throughout this process, but I'm going to continue. I have a major round of user testing after the front end design so that I can tweak it and get it to a place where everybody's comfortable using it. Another initiative that I'm working on that I didn't really intend to is these power rankings. That was something that the commissioner used to be able to do on our old website, and he does not have that functionality anymore. So he asked me if it would be possible for this website to give him that. Like I said, I didn't really intend to do it, but because I know my users, because I've talked to them, I'd really want them to adopt this site, so I want to give them the tools that they need. So I am trying to build that out with him. I've used this pods admin tool to create a custom content type, and I've used ACF, which is a plugin that allows me to put repeater fields so that it will be easy for him to just the page is going to follow a specific template with the ranking, a little description, and an image if he wants to. He'll be able to do it really easily, quickly. It'll automate the process for him. So that is another project that I'm working on.